From August 2021, GitHub stopped supporting username password to authenticate with your GitHub repos. Therefore, you need to create your personal access token in order to access your GitHub repos for pushing the content to the repository or doing anything with the private repository. So for any authentication, in short, you need to generate a personal access token, and that access token will be used as password for every action you require to authenticate with GitHub account. So how you can do it? The steps are well summarized in your hands-on documents also, that you can go in workshop module that has been shared with you. So you should be having access to repos like this, Devops workshop. So this is your module 2. So you can go to module 2 here. And this is your runbook where we have documented the steps to create a personal access token for your GitHub account. This account will be, this access token can be used across all the repos you have in this GitHub account itself. So how you can do it? After creating your account, you already have access to the GitHub account, and you can create repositories here. So how you can create the repository, personal access token? You can follow the steps here, or simple, I will show you how you can do it. Go to your user account. Here you can see the settings. In settings, you have to scroll down further and you will find developer settings here. In developer settings, go to personal access tokens. You will see two kind of tokens. The first one is something new coming up in beta stage, so we will not be using it. You have to use token classic and go to generate new token. Again, use the classic token for now. Beta will be coming something later. This is something coming because I have set up uh, GitHub, you can say MFA that we call, right? Multi-factor authentication on my GitHub account. For you, this screen will not come, of course, until you don't set up your MFAs, right? So for you, it will be simple. For me, I just need to provide my GitHub MFA authentication. I just did it. Now you are in already here without authentication if you don't have MFA setup for you. So just go here, give your token some label or name you can say. Suppose I say training, right? This I'm using for training. You can set your expiration timing here. You can set it up for 7 days, 30 days, or custom date, or no expiration. You can keep it live forever. So I go with the default one. And the best part, why GitHub moved to GitHub personal access tokens? Because they are more secure. Imagine a situation if somebody, if you are using your username password to authenticate every time with GitHub, these tokens, your password can be used in pipelines also, which anyone can have access, right? In your team, in your account, in your company. So username passwords, if stolen by someone, then they give you full access to your account. Anyone who has your password now can access your full account. They can delete your repositories, they can change content, they can do any harm to you. So that is why GitHub stopped supporting password authentication for the collaborators who are working together in any repository or further, and they started giving you a secure method, personal access token, to access your repositories, to give other users, also collaborators, fine-grained access, so then that they can just give you confined access to the token that you are using, or you are giving it to others to use. So see, I can give repository access only to someone, and if this token gets stolen also, compromised also, anyone just has repo access on this. They will not be able to do any harm to other data that resides in your repository, code that resides in repository, right? Similarly, if you are running GitHub Actions, that is something advanced topic we don't cover here, but that is something if you want to people to run pipelines in GitHub Actions, they only have this access. So the what I'm trying to say, you have restricted access to each token that you want to distribute to different person with different rules. That is the reason GitHub moved here. So right now we want just uh, push the content to repository or create content there. We want to manage repository content only, right? That is why we give only repo access. But tomorrow, if you need some more accesses, you can just go and give, if somebody you want to give user creation management access, you want to give delete repos, you see, anyone having access right now to repo, they only can create and manage repositories, right? They cannot delete it because I'm not giving any delete access to the repository token that I'm creating now. That is how you can go with this. Go and generate the token with the access you require, which is more safe. And remember, the token that you have generated, you can only copy when it is generated. The moment you refresh your page, you will not be able to access this token again. Of course, you can regenerate the token if you have lost it, but you can never retrieve the same token again. So I will save this token somewhere in my notepad so that I can access it later again. Because every time when I want to git push or do anything to authenticate, I will need this token instead of password now. Remember, you don't need to use password. You have to use this token instead of password everywhere when you want to access these repositories from command line, right? So you can see if I refresh this page again, the token is gone. I can only regenerate it. I cannot recreate it. So that's what we wanted to cover in this part of this video, to how to generate access token and how you can use it. But the most important thing is how I can just now I have generated this token, right? Now how I will be using it, that is something next I will show you. So we already have a server running here. I can log in inside it. It is connecting. It will take a few seconds to connect. I will also want to have a repository to access from command line, right? So I go to my repository again. Suppose the one we use very often in this whole training is Devops IQ. So I will be going there. Let me search what was the name. I think it is just Devops IQ. Yes. So we can go here and how to get the URL. You can see this is how I can get the URL of this repository. I can go to my terminal here. Nice. So I'm inside the server now. I can just sudo to Ubuntu user as per the standard we are using in this training. Now I will clone this repository. Right. The repository has been cloned. Now I go inside it. I'm just showing you to use this token here in this video. You might have created your own repository as part of this session for the Git. You will be doing this in your own repository there, right? So the repository can be different for me and you. So let's go inside this and suppose I make some changes here. Let's say I create a file, right? Touch my test file, right? I created this file. I will do git add, git commit -m testing personal access token, right? Access token and git push. Sorry, typo, git push. Now you see it is asking your username and password. So username will be your GitHub account only that you have used. Use your account, not mine. And now here password, if you try to enter, even if you give correct password, you will get this error. So again, you see, I told you password authentication is removed August 13, 2021. You have to use your personal access token. Again, I'm providing username, and now I will use the correct way of authenticating with GitHub, my personal access token. Go here, paste your access token, and you see it works. So this is how you can generate personal access token, and you can use them here to authenticate your GitHub account. It is very simple. Just use access token instead of your password. See you in next video. Thank you.